here's a fence snare. Now this is a 4-strand barbed wire fence, and a lot of guys will tell you can't snare coyotes with a 4-strand barbed wire fence. It's not, by any stretch of imagination, great, but you can do it. You can see here that it's a nice little hole going through the grass here. If you drive this, you'll find this little stretch here. There's 3 other spots where the antelope have been using really heavy, and you'll be able to tell those. The bucks will put scrapes on them, and obviously there's hoof marks, and it's a lot more dirted up. And sometimes you can find these in the grass. And I've actually opened this up a little bit, but you can see over here how thick it is. And if you drive really slow and just pay attention, you can find these little narrow trails where a coyote's crossing through and thinks he's being all sneaky. But you can see lots of other places for him to cross here. The whole thing can go wherever he wants, but I've killed coyotes at this spot before. And I run a really long snare. A lot of guys in fence snares will run these little short snares. If I run a long snare and let them die off to the side, I don't want them dying right in the hole there. Because in that hole is about a shot, and they'll spook off a lot of your coyotes. But I just wrap some 14 gauge wire, 11 gauge wire, what I got here, 11 gauge wire. Spin it down to here. Then I use a plastic ferrule. It's just that air tubing that you get at the pet store for your fish tanks. I think it's 1/4 inch inside is what it is. Anyway, it works real good. It has pretty good durability. I hate using those wire whammies. And I don't like using the double ferrules that some guys use. I don't think it's tight enough. This will actually work on number 9 wire and the number 11. So, and I reuse that stuff a lot. I mean, it's not a one-time deal. But this, fence snare works better on woven wire when you can find it. But if you need to, you can take old fence posts and block stuff off. If you got a spot where you got tracks where a cow's crossing, I'll put another fence post right here. I'll pick up an old one, I'll just weave it through the wire and put it right here to kind of block it, narrow it down a little bit. That keeps some of your antelope out. You can put sticks in front of the snare and sticks behind the snare, and that sometimes keeps your antelope out, and the coyotes don't seem to have any problem with that. Dead coyotes at times keeps your antelope out of there. If you leave this coyote laying here, another coyote's going to come in. He's going to want to circle around that, get a good whiff of it. But there's enough other places for the antelope. The antelope will come up on those dead coyotes and stop and move on to someplace else. And so I'll leave some coyote parts on a snare where I'm afraid I'm going to get antelope. And my thoughts are it keeps some of your antelope out of your snares if you do that. Other guys will tell you it keeps your coyotes out of your snares too, but that's fine too. He can just go someplace else and get himself killed. But I just soon not catch those damn antelope.